Anyways, about to play this clip of Dana White talking about and saying, yo, Nate Diaz should fight Jake Paul. It makes sense.
The last one on Nate, because I know that these questions sort of kill you, but last night he did tweet that he wants out because it's suggesting he wants to go box Jake Paul. When you see stuff like that, what is your reaction? Do you even react? Do you roll your eyes? What do you even think?
No, I mean, I like Nate. Let's be honest. Nate's won one fight in the last 5 or 6 years. You know, when these guys get into these positions, you got guys that have been with us for a long time that we respect, that we care about. You know, you got the Cerrones and Anthony Pettis before he left, and you got Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz is still under contract with us. So you want to be fair to everybody. You want to do the right things, whatever. Nate Diaz isn't going to come in and fight Kamaru Usman or, So listen, we're trying to do the best we can. We're trying not to shit on anybody and disrespect anybody, but it's not like we're talking about Kamaru Usman here. We're talking about Nate Diaz. Nate's won one fight in 5 years, so we're trying to figure this thing out with him. He probably should go on and fight Jake Paul. That's a fight that makes sense.
So this is interesting. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here. Dana White says that Nate Diaz should fight Jake Paul in a boxing match. Makes sense. Bro, why don't you just release Nate Diaz then and let him do what he wants? He says in the video, right, he talked about, I'm obligated. The UFC is obligated to have each fighter fight 3 times a year. When they don't fight, guess what? We pay them to stay at home and not fight. So you're telling me you rather pay Nate Diaz to stay at home and not fight than just to give him dude, you don't even have to answer his wishes. Give him a whatever fight and let him finish his contract. This is my thing when it comes to the UFC. The same thing I talked about a couple weeks ago with Dustin Poirier. He wanted a fight and they're not offering him anything. Why does the UFC do this? You have over 2,000 fighters. You're putting on shows every weekend. And you're telling me, but Dana White says, he's won one fight in the last 5 years? Bro, he's still a name. He's still a draw. Look at Conor McGregor. How many fights has he won in the last 3 years? But guess what? He is still a draw. And if you don't want to use him as a draw, then let him go. If he wants to try, if he wants to give a shot at boxing, let him. If he wants to go to Bellator, if he wants to go to PFL MMA, wherever he wants to go, Nate Diaz, just let him. Give him his last pay of the year, however many more times you got to pay him this year. Pay it and let him go. This is ridiculous. And it's the same, the way that I'm being about this, it's the same way when it comes to boxing. When boxers get shelved, it doesn't make sense to me. If you're putting on events every weekend, how can you not find this guy an opponent? When people are calling him out, when he's calling out other fighters, how can you not give him a fight? It just doesn't make any sense, dude. It doesn't. Free Nate Diaz, man. And for you to say, it makes sense for him to fight Jake Paul, Dana White, come on, bro. You're better than that. You should be like, no, I'm going to get this guy a fight 100%. Dude, put him and McGregor. Who cares? Let them go at it. Just give him a fight and let him out of his contract. Anyways, I'm just thinking what all the other fans are thinking. That's just me.